Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 26. Man, this has been a great day in matches so far, and up next we're going to got really just another excellent match set up here. We've got we're on day 9, and this is actually the third of 5 A block matches happening today. Marufuji, the wizard of the knife edge chop, taking on Makabe, apparently the wizard of winning G1 matches because he's got 4 of them and no one else has more than 3.
Unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a really well contested match, and you know that because one man's 4-0 and the other man is hungry as hell. And we have got our New Japan World players set to 1 hour and 54 minutes even. That's 15400, and we will be hitting the play button on go. 3, 2, 1, go. You see Marufuji there. He is very intense and very ready for this match.
And I'll tell you, such interesting stakes to me because you've got Makabe who's 4-0. If he can win this match, this is why this is the biggest match for Makabe of the whole tournament, at least so far, because if he can win this match and go 5-0, to your point, partner, that I know you made a few days back in the tournament, he will be guaranteed a winning record.
Yep.
And that is huge in a tournament like this.
Immediately, though, Marufuji just out-positioned Makabe. He outmaneuvered him. And again, Makabe, going for the... I warned Makabe of this yesterday when we found out he was taking on Marufuji. Don't be like Ishii. Don't challenge Marufuji with those chops. Don't play the macho bullshit card, because all it's going to do is cause you to take so much more pain. And that he's doing it. He's doing it, and there's chop number 1. And Makabe's going to try and act like it was no big deal. He's going to try and shrug it off, but 2 or 3 more of those, and he's going to be purple.
Exactly. And nice overhand chop there, though, by Makabe. Marufuji responds.
I will say Makabe is quite a bit more muscular than any of the other guys in the chest area than any of the other guys that Marufuji has basically opened up with his chops.
Right.
So there's more padding.
Definitely.
That might play into Makabe's favor quite a bit.
And I think we got to address the elephant in the room, because no doubt Marufuji is talented, no doubt he's innovative, and no doubt those chops, they'll light you up, they'll open you up. But how Makabe has been winning his matches, the top rope German suplex
with
the
left hook there.
Nice left hook there with the steel ring post assist, preceded by the King Kong knee drop. Yep. Can Marufuji find an answer today?
Look at this, Makabe tossing Marufuji out to the outside. He might want to toss him into the guardrail here. Seems like the nicest, quickest, cheapest, easiest way to cause massive damage to your opponent without getting disqualified.
Exactly. And you figure that's going to work over the back area.
Oh, and he only did it one time, and he rolled right back into the ring like, all right, my deed's done.
Yeah, Makabe, I hope he's not getting a bit of a big head because of his
It seems like he's getting content, doesn't it?
A little bit.
And you can actually see, even though he does have a little more padding on that chest, a little bit more muscle in the pectoral region, he's still got a purple spot right below his neck.
Yeah, exactly. It has not been a fun time already for Marufuji, but now look at the snapmare takeover by Makabe into the headlock.
That's not a hickey, people. That's a slap mark.
Exactly. And let me tell you something. Makabe, he better not be getting lax now. Like we were talking about only a few moments ago. The stakes don't get any higher than the G1 Climax tournament. When you're sitting as pretty as Makabe is, 4-0, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You keep it well fed. And that's what Makabe needs to do. He needs to keep winning. And, Marufuji here, he's at his most dangerous when he's vertical. So Makabe's smart here, keeping Marufuji grounded. Marufuji, though, does get his foot on the bottom rope. But, do you think, you're a big fan of Marufuji, partner. Do you think he can have an answer? Do you think he's going to pick the lock that is the sequence of maneuvers, the avalanche German, the steel ring post, all that stuff? Do you think Marufuji can find an answer?
It seems to me that's a perfect position for a Shiranui.
That's true. That's true. And, we'll see. But, oh, my God, Makabe just laying in those rights. And Makabe even, taking issue with the referee. Like, hey, I'm wrestling my match here.
Yeah.
I think Makabe, somewhere deep down inside, Makabe knows how
the cartwheel
drop kick. There it
I will say,
is.
it does look like Makabe has taken the least cumulative damage from Marufuji's chops than anyone else.
That could be a sign of things to come potentially. And now Marufuji, suicide dive, baseball slide? No, neither.
Crossbody.
Vaults over. Vaulting over crossbody. Beautifully done. And now Marufuji here. I'm telling you, this guy is no joke. He beat Okada in his first tournament match.
Yeah, Makabe is in pain.
Makabe is in pain. And Makabe, I mean, we saw him adapt before to get the 4-0 record. And you know, that did answer our
By the
question.
way, speaking of Okada, is it just me or do Makabe and Okada wear the exact same shorts?
I feel like they do. Yeah, I feel like they do wear the exact same shorts. Maybe with a
Oh,
different
look at that springing back elbow there from Marufuji. But oh, the
kick to
kick
the
to the gut
midsection.
from Makabe.
Makabe now off the
Flips him
ropes.
off. Oh, look at this. Marufuji follows through. Oh, he goes for the lariat, but Makabe just eats it.
Yeah, Makabe's so hungry.
Again. Oh, and another. Wow. Dude, your
Look
chops
at
are
that.
amazing, but your lariats are not.
And now again, oh my god, Makabe's just like, come on, what are you doing?
And
now
the drop kick.
That was smart.
He doesn't need lariats when he can knock people off their feet in other ways.
Exactly. I mean, Marufuji, very proficient.
I think he just did a throat slit in the direction of the referee, and yeah, he's calling for the Shiranui already. And look at this.
Makabe, lariat there.
Makabe.
And I'll tell you too, that Shiranui is dangerous to go for because with Makabe's power advantage, he could perch you on the rope.
But again, being on the rope might be perfect positioning for a Shiranui, so it's kind of a, catch as catch can kind of thing.
And it's really kind of a chess match. Nice corner lariat there.
We haven't seen this in a little while. These 10 count punches, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Follow this up with a Northern Lights with the arm clasped.
And he got it.
2.
Marufuji kicks out.
Kick out of that, but you'd think he would have had that scouted, but man, Makabe just got that off without a hitch.
Could this be Makabe's night if he can go 5-0?
Oh, I think he wants the German. He doesn't even need to go over to the top rope if he can hit it here.
Marufuji off the ropes. Another lariat rocks in the hooks the leg. 2. Marufuji kicks out.
This might be Makabe's tournament to win. He has been dominant.
He has, but I mean, all it takes is one loss to really, put your mind in a bad place.
Set the dominoes off.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better. Off the ropes here. And look at that, Marufuji. What a way to check it there. Super kick, strikes.
Ow. Oh, and Makabe just powers through with the lariat.
Yeah, Makabe not to be denied, but he still collapsed, so it still did something.
It's like a mosquito flying around a frog and just pecking it and stinging it and doing all these little things. But then all it takes for the frog is to stick its tongue out there and the mosquito's dead.
Exactly. But I'll tell you what, though. Again, Makabe did collapse, so that tells me that Marufuji still has a pulse in this thing.
That's right.
And now they're both in a kneeled position here. Are they both going to regain vertical before they go and have their little macho forearm contest? Or no, chops?
Oh, chop.
And Makabe, overhand chop.
Yeah, but Marufuji, I mean, I feel like the overhand chop is more force than finesse or technique.
Right.
Whereas Marufuji's knife edge chops are all technique and speed.
And another overhand, and another knife edge, and another overhand.
Typical power versus technique and speed competition right here.
Oh, man. And now look at that. You're going to go off the ropes. I don't know if that's... And he went down to his knees.
There was so much momentum behind that chop, too, that, yeah, that's not going to feel good. There's the kick out. There's a 2 count.
Yeah, Makabe staying in it again. Makabe having the best record, I think, the entire tournament, not just his block.
Yeah, he's the only person who's undefeated right now.
And, I mean, can he hang on? Can he go 5-0? And now look at that. Oh, could it be the power? Oh, powers him down. What a power slam.
That was almost like a world's strongest slam. That was really impressive.
Definitely. And now
German. No.
Marufuji still resisting.
Yeah.
Back elbows.
Oh, but
wait a minute, though. And he got it that time.
He bridged it. 1, 2. Oh, and Marufuji.
Oh, that was close.
That was so close.
A 3 count would have translated into 5-0 for Togi Makabe, but it was not to be right now.
Wow, that was really close. Marufuji might want to make sure that he kicks out as early as he can, because if he keeps waiting like that, the ref's going to hit 3 before his shoulders come off the ground.
Exactly. Now what's Makabe thinking about? Is he thinking about it's time to do the move? Is it time to break it out for Makabe?
There's the lariat in the
Corner.
corner. If he
He
turns
can
around, that'll be it.
turn him around. And yeah, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Yep.
And now
Oh, but look at this. Marufuji flips out of it.
lands on his
Oh, the
feet.
call.
Oh, that could stun Makabe there.
Oh, I think he's going to do another knee strike. Oh, no. Wow, Makabe went all the way down. I thought he'd just be on his knees.
That might be smart, though, by Makabe. I don't know if it was
I
intentional
don't
or
think
not.
that was intentional. I think he's just out.
Yeah, but I'll tell you something, though. That does buy you time. If you were vertical, Marufuji could have gone for it right away, but now he's going to have to wait for Makabe to get
Go off
up.
the ropes to hit another ko another knee strike.
I would. I wouldn't even wait for Makabe to turn all the way around. I'd do it to the back of his head. And now,
Oh,
and that's why. And that's why. The
That is
lariat by Makabe.
why. Is he going to do a power bomb?
He is.
Power
Powerbomb. They're bags
One,
up.
two. Oh, and no. Oh, my God, that was so close.
Again.
Just staying alive at this point. He's not even living. He's surviving.
Exactly. I mean, a heartbeat away again from 5-0, and Makabe just looks done. But oh wait, Marufuji, super kick there. Makabe eats it.
What a monster! And a roundhouse super kick that did it. Oh, but Makabe still
another roundhouse super kick.
And the oh, that might be it. Go for the pin.
And there are the tranquilizers to the Unchained Gorilla too. Oh my God!
So close. He needs to hit either a Shiranui or a variation of the Emerald Flosion. There you saw he hit the super kick. Going for the Shiranui. It hit. But he's so close. He got him. He rolled him away from the ropes. One, two. He got him.
Makabe is 4-1. I didn't know if he was going to.
It's Marufuji. They're both 4-1.
Unbelievable, which means if Marufuji could somehow really win the rest of his matches and Makabe could win the rest of his matches.
You know what? I got caught up in the moment. Marufuji's now 3-2.
Okay, 3-2. Whew. And Makabe even checking like that was 3. Makabe knows what that means.
Yep.
His streak has ended.
You know what though? We were already talking. There are 4 guys at 2-3 right now. So Marufuji being at 3-2, even though he doesn't have as good of a record as Makabe, he's still above the average right now.
Exactly. And hey, think about this. If, say, Makabe would lose one more match and Marufuji could win one more match, and then say their records were identical.
Yeah, they would be tied, but Marufuji, because he beat Makabe one-on-one, he would win.
Exactly. That was huge for Marufuji. He ended the streak of Makabe, which, hell, I mean, let's think about the psychological, and Makabe still taking issue with it. He knows what this means. He knows what this loss means. He was leading the block. He still, because doesn't Okada have a 4-1 record or no?
Okada is 3-1, and he will be facing Tenzan up next.
Okay, well then, yeah, we'll see if he can go 4-1 and tie Makabe. And so far, like, we wouldn't know who would win that tiebreaker because Makabe and Okada haven't faced off yet.
Here's the thing. I think Makabe is rooting for Tenzan, but I think Marufuji is rooting for Okada. Because if Tenzan beats Okada, then Marufuji, Okada, and Tenzan would all be 3-2, and that would leave Makabe on his perch at 4-1.
Exactly.
On the other hand, if Makabe beats Tenzan, then if Okada beats Tenzan, then Okada and Makabe are still above the rest of the pack, but Marufuji is right underneath them at 3-2, and Tenzan would then be beneath Marufuji at 2-3.
Exactly.
So this is a case where Okada and Tenzan are going to determine a lot of what's going to happen in the block from a record standpoint going forward. That being
right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of this recording. So Okada Tenzan up next. Be sure to stay tuned.